Okay, so the state of emergency in Rivers State has been effected. As I talk to you, the Rivers State government, through the Honorable Commissioner for Information, is yet to comment. He said it's too hasty for them to say anything yet, so we are waiting. Videos are seen military vehicles, army officers moving to the direction of Rivers State in Port Harcourt. And just so you know, while the president was making that announcement, another pipeline has gone into explosion somewhere in Bayelsa State, and that may be the second in 24 hours, signaling that the people that are attacking, and now this is where it gets quite very tricky. People are saying that you cannot exonerate the ruling All Progressives Congress and then Tinubu's ambition to re-elect himself in 2027 away from all of this crisis. You know why? Yeah, before now, there have been, let's talk about it. Let's look back at histories of state of emergency. And like I said, Tinubu is not the first. It's sometime in 2004, I think, with all of the crises happening. So a state of emergency is one of the powers that the president can invoke when there is a total breakdown of law and order in a state. It is constitutional. However, that must have been okayed, right, by the National Assembly. So to very clear, the National Assembly must okay all of that situation. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, in the interest of good conscience, and so that things do not get out of hand, he's announced the state of emergency and hoping that maybe the state of National Assembly will be rectifying that when they meet next. Now, in 2004, like I did say, Plateau State, I think Yobe State, during the Obasanjo's era, he did declare, but I can't remember Plateau State. But the most important, the closest of all, is what Goodluck Ebele Jonathan did, and God bless Jonathan. In 2000, sometimes I think 2013, 14, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan declared a state of emergency in Borno, in Yobe, and in Adamawa, but he did not suspend the governors. He declared a state of emergency in those states, where he forced the military base to move to that place to restore law and order, because of course Boko Haram and the insurgents has overtaken the state and it was becoming a menace. But the man in his good conscience refused to invoke his powers. And of course, Shetima and the rest of these guys, all of them were in opposition, and it was a really terrible situation. But then he did not invoke his powers to have suspended Kazim Shetima, who is now the vice president. But Tinubu has been very hasty to suspend the Fubara. And in all of this is a pawn, right? This is a game of chess, and this is a pawn. Just understand that Fubara loses. I don't know. We may have to wait to understand whether Wike will lose eventually. But Fubara has lost clearly. We don't know if Wike. But one of the clear winners of this particular situation right now is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So it can be said that they may have been something like the voice of Esau, but the hand of Jacob in all of this, or the voice of Jacob, the hand of Esau in all of this, because somehow, if you look at all of these permutations, 6 months, this is 2025 already, 6 months into 2025, and this is already March. It means that by the 9th month of this year, which is September, they will do a review, and it can increase. So if this gets to 2027, forget it. It means that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will have the control of Rivers, which is a very, very important state in pulling down. If you know what Rivers brought to Bola Ahmed Tinubu in last election, it is important for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to have Rivers. And you cannot tell people that are thinking in that direction to shut up, because all of these points, because there is never a time that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has sanctioned Wike to calm down. All of the times we've heard is restore status quo, go and settle. You have never asked Wike to focus on his job in Abuja and forget about Rivers and allow the state to breathe. Because of course you were going to be a beneficiary of all of this crisis. You allowed it to go to that point, to the point of that Supreme Court. And I still insist, should anything happen in Rivers State, the Nigerian judiciary, the Supreme Court should be held responsible for causing this level of hazard. Now, we hope that the Niger Delta militants should not take it, because now this is almost looking like a full-blown crisis. The military is going to work. Niger militants are going to react, and an elected executive governor has been removed by the president, exercising his own powers. But then the people are saying that this was too hasty. What has the military done to protecting the lives and properties? What has the military done to protecting the oil installations? Is it that we are agreeing that the Nigerian military do not have powers to protecting the oil installations in Niger Delta that brings the highest revenue to the country? Straight up, you just declared state of emergency. Like I said, this is constitutional power, but is it not too hasty? Would this not have been a matter of last resort? Would you not have used the military or the state apparatus to restore law and order while the governor continues to do his function? Who is benefiting from all of this? Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC has got questions to answer, but unfortunately, we are in Banana Republic where these questions may never be answered, because the game is the game. Hey, the game. We made a mistake allowing a businessman go to power, and he just sits to watch all of this crisis brewing, and then he benefits from it. This is a lesson for all of us. Fubara has lost. I hope, and I don't know about Wike, but I'm going to sit over, because of course, as I talk to you now, there are pictures already circulating of friendship meetings that Wike had in the past, and even not so far ago, with the current administrator that has been appointed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is crazy, man. This is crazy.